Welcome back to our channel. This is Carol and I'm Ken. So we're off out in the van again, off to a place called Duncton Viewpoint, which is on a main road, so it might be a little bit noisy there, but we'll have to wait and see. And we plan on spending the night there, and then we'll go and do a little bit of exploring tomorrow morning. So the temperatures are forecast to be quite low, down to 0 or -1 I think it is tonight. And let's just hope we don't get any snow, but that's unlikely. Anyway, we'll speak to you later. Yeah, river's well flooded. We've had plenty of rain over the recent days, and the rivers are really beginning to show this. This film is a continuation of the Sussex series, which rapidly came to a halt when I fell ill in the van. On the right here we have Seaford College, which is a private boarding school. We're nearly at our destination, which is a viewpoint up here on the right. The entrance is dangerous as it's on a bend, so we had to turn around so that we could pull in safely. First cup of tea. Can't beat it, can you? Yeah. As the sun was beginning to set, it was time to cook our evening meal. Cooking our first pie.
Yeah, first pie in the Ridge Monkey.
Yeah. I think it's beginning to look good now. We've already published a separate video on how to make this pie that goes into far more detail. So check that out if you fancy trying it. Well, this pie came out much better than I thought it would. Very tasty, isn't it? Not soggy at all, nice and crisp.
Crispy on top.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty good night here. Quite a bit of road noise during the rush hour, but it soon quietened down. We did have a few people arrive during the night, probably courting couples, but we did enjoy it here. As you can tell by the sunrise, it's still pretty early in the morning, but we're on our way to Chichester now, in the search for something for breakfast. We're driving west along Selhurst Park Road towards Goodwood racecourse. There has been horse racing here at Goodwood since 1802, when the 3rd Duke of Richmond introduced the sport for the amusement of local army officers. In the background there is also the Goodwood motor racing circuit, but I can't really show you an aerial view of that because it's too near to Goodwood Airfield. We've now moved a short distance to the north to the Weald Downland Living Museum. The museum was originally created in order to preserve some rare local buildings from the southeast of England. Ordinarily, buildings would be preserved on their original site, but when there is absolutely no option to do this, then they can be transferred here for preservation. When the museum is open, then they normally have guides sitting outside each of the buildings who will explain to you how they were built and what they were used for. Okay, well, we had an early start, so we're both getting a little bit hungry now. So time to leave here and go and find some breakfast. If you're a regular viewer, I don't think this will be a surprise.
McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, you can't beat it, can you?
They're trying a new thing today. They're doing a breakfast roll.
All right.
It's got bacon and sausage and egg, and you can choose if you want brown sauce or ketchup.
Very nice.
I've got brown sauce in mine. Looks very nice.
Good. Now you can say whether it's very nice or not.
That bit of sauce really makes it.
Good.
Okay, so we've just been to Sainsbury's for our loo stop. Now we're going off to Boxgrove Priory, which is some historic ruins just outside Chichester.
Okay, let's go. Right, we just had to make a hasty retreat because of the weather. It's hailing now, isn't it? Sleety and hail. That's the first time my drone's been caught in a downpour.
Yeah.
Luckily it wasn't too high. Right, we're going to sit it out here and then we're going to go back and get a bit more footage, I think, because it's a really nice place. This is Boxgrove Priory Church, and the actual priory, or the remains of it, are situated behind the church. Not a very nice day, is it?
Not what they forecast.
No. The priory was founded in 1123, and at first it only had 3 monks. By 1230, the Benedictine order had grown to 19 monks. By the time the abbey was dissolved in 1536, its total assets were worth £185. Right, we've had a nice look around the church and we're going to go to a place called Bosham. Bosham? Bosham. On the seaside. See how we get on there. Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
See you soon.
This is the ancient town of Bosham. It is alleged that King Canute once sat on the shore here and commanded the sea to stop coming in. The road that you can see surrounding the town is submerged at high tide. In the centre of the picture is Holy Trinity Church, and a plaque inside remembers the daughter of King Canute. When she was 8 years old, she is reputed to have fallen into the mill stream and drowned. During the summer months, Bosham is a very popular tourist destination, and many get caught out by the rising waters when they park their cars here unaware. The raised doorsteps are to prevent the sea coming in during a high tide. This is one of the earliest Christian churches in England. This mill stream was cut in Roman times, and it is the one that was said to have claimed King Canute's daughter. Was this the spot where King Canute lost his daughter? Well, we had a very interesting time walking around Bosham, but now it's time to move on, and we're going to go to Chichester now for a walk around the town. We're just waiting for the rain to stop, and then we're going to go for a walk around Chichester. Pretty grim out here at the moment. Well, the rain never really stopped, it just got a little bit harder. So we decided to go into the town for a walk anyway, as I wanted to test the new iPhone and film a few Christmas lights if I could. Just hang on here for a minute until it stops, shall we? Because we're just going to get soaked. So this is one of the main streets in Chichester, and it heads down to the ancient market cross near the cathedral.
Christmas tree in the sand. Let them shine as I fell for your spell. Christmas spell like
this is fun, isn't it?
through the air. Christmas
What a miserable day. Yeah.
Simple melody. Merry Christmas. Can you feel it? If you feel it, then sing with me. I wish you Merry Christmas. May all your dreams come
The rain refused to let up, so we headed back to the camper van, absolutely soaked. Using our feet and our legs and our coats. So both of the coats here are hung over the back of this seat, and they're hung back to back, i.e. the wet side is to wet side. That way all the water can just drip down onto the floor mat, and we can get rid of that later.
Sewing cushions together and things like that, so that's information that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
We based ourselves in Chichester this evening because we wanted a really good phone signal so that we could take part in a Zoom call about the launch of a new Build Your Own Camper Van book launched by a company called Quirky Campers. It was a bit late to cook, so we got ourselves a Chinese takeaway, and I'm just taking this opportunity to warm up the bowls in front of the warm air heating. Chinese. We went for our usual takeaway: special fried rice, mixed meat curry, and sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style. Right next to the van was this Christmas tree made out of glass bottles. It was getting pretty late now, so we're going to head out of Chichester and find a little park up where we can stay the night. But I'm going to tell you all about that in the morning. So catch you next time for more adventures from the Little Red Camper.
My dreams come true and spend it here with